Hello everyone, it's me, Money. We're gonna be running uh 7800 X3D, a TDP of 120 watts with a Radeon RX 7900 XTX running the latest AMD drivers, and we're gonna be running Hunt Showdown. I will see you over there. Okay, so we're in Hunt right now. We're at uh we're at 4K. I'm gonna turn this off because that's gonna be helping us way too much. But otherwise, we're at all ultra. With tessellation on. My GPU's not going to be very happy, but it'll have to get over it. Okay. I mean, almost a walk 60. I mean, if you're going to be playing at 4K and you're wanting to play the game ultra'd out, like, I mean, at 4K, even if it is older FSR, I mean, it's going to look pretty good. Oh. Okay, I'm getting like 80 FPS now, which is a lot more playable. But this is the firing range. This isn't the best example, but there still is stuff in the distance. Like, it's not like the game isn't like being pushed. But yeah. So we're showing off Ultra. Let's do no FSR. Let's drop the game in. I don't know. Someone might be running very high. Boom. Oh, so now I'm basically matching what I was getting with FSR at Ultra, but without FSR. But let's be honest, man. You might just run. You'll probably run some FSR at like 4K. I mean, anyways. Okay. So let's try to run. Let's run the settings I normally run, which is boop boop. That's fine. That's fine. High, high, high. Medium, medium, medium. High, medium. Or medium on all these. These are the settings I run normally. I don't normally play at 4K though. I have a 40p monitor. I'm using virtual resolution scaling. So if I tab out of the game gets pretty mad. You know, the window will be far too big. But this is about how I normally play. 1440p. Well, at 1440p, I'd be getting like 240 FPS, but still. Game is pretty playable, I would say. Oh, bring that back. I'm not gonna run to the roof. There we go. But, yeah. So if you play the 7900 XTX at 1440p, you're gonna be pretty solid. I'm going to take I'll be back and I'm gonna put us in 1440p. Alright, we're back in 1440p. As you can see right here. Unlocked FPS, all the same. It's all ultra, no upscaling whatsoever with GPU tessellation. Alright. Gun looks pretty good, pretty snazzy. Like 90 FPS at 1440p, all ultra with no upscaling whatsoever. I'm still not used to the Still not used to the 1440p. Or not 1440p, I'm still not used to centered crosshair, which they added, which is nice. Maybe I should grab a pistol. But I'll say this, the game overall, this game, if you're playing on all ultra low on this game, on the new engine, it looks better than the old engine. It's simply because the lighting system. The new engine is absolutely phenomenal. Alright. Let's try with some FSR quality. I would never use balanced FSR, especially at 1440p. Quality is fine. It does add some weird shimmering on some stuff like that, but the game already had a lot of shimmering on distant stuff to begin with, just because this game doesn't have the greatest anti-aliasing. That's simply because there's a lot of really thin looking stuff, but shockingly, this stuff doesn't look all that bad. Yeah. I will say though, my GPU is technically underclocked, or not, I mean undervolted. No, not undervolted. It's just the wattage is lower than normal. Normally I'd be pulling like 400 watts instead of 360, but I'm still boosting. My GPU memory does have a slight light overclock, but yeah. Oh yeah, they added right there a hit. Let's try it on that one. What? Oh, put that in reference. That is 167 meters. I can't see his head. Hardly. It's small. But all right. Now I'm gonna turn FSR back off. We're gonna put the game in the normal graphics settings I normally use. Actually, no. Let's drop it to very high, considering that's what I dropped it down to earlier. Okay, getting 140, 150 FPS. He's looking off in this direction. Just put the game in the settings I use, which will be like that. That's same. That's yep. High. I still want good shadows and good lighting, but turn down a little bit. Medium. These are the settings used to put the game in all low. Put these in low, but I still want the game to look phenomenal. It's still gonna look phenomenal nonetheless. But 90% medium with pretty much all the really important settings at high. And boom. No FSR, no nothing. Just 170 FPS. Go this. But anyways, miss every single shot. But this is the normal settings I normally play on, more or less. I do use FSR because I don't think it's that bad in this game. Implementation of it, it's a really old FSR version, sadly. But I'll still use it. Not at ultra performance, at quality at 1440p. Anything below quality at 1440p is a nada. Oh wow, 270 FPS. That's good. It's pretty good. Let's go back up top, and let's see the far off distance shot. I'll say this though: if you aim in while looking at a wall or looking at the sky, you get a pretty good FPS boost, I'd say. I don't know how loud I am comparatively. I'll be peeking occasionally, it looks like. There we go. Get a good look over all the distance stuff. Yeah. But anyways, give me my gun back. But this is settings I normally play at. Mostly a mixture of medium with the really important graphical settings, I would say. Make the game really pop and look nice. That's some weird shininess on that for some reason. But overall, game looks bloody phenomenal. I'm gonna come back in 1440p, so I will see you in a minute. Or 1080p. Alright, back in 1080p. It's a little, you have to change the scale of the FPS counter, so it might not be the right. I never noticed that. My mouse goes over the FPS. Anyways, still no depth of field and such, no HDR, same old, same old. No upscaling, all ultra, GPU tessellation. Supposedly they can make certain stuff look better. I don't know. Alright. So this is just base 1080p with ultra. The game, I cannot recommend Hunt in 1080p. The game looks very blurry at 1080p. This game has a lot. There's a lot of really important things, like with seeing through cracks of like walls and such. I mean, you can still see through that crack on that wall. But, like, there's a lot of like little sneaky peek throughs you can get on people, like that type of stuff. But overall, it's extremely playable if you're wanting to play all ultra with 900 XTX at 1080p. I mean, you definitely could. If you're wanting to get that 120 FPS plus, I don't think I've seen under 120 yet. But yeah, if you're wanting to play this way, you definitely could. Let's get that far view shot. Get a headshot on this guy. Too far above his head. There we go. Yep. All right. Now let's try to change up the graphics a little bit. Say you wanted to play very high. All right. We'll do FSR. I wouldn't use FSR or DLSS at 1080p personally. Yeah, it's pretty fucking blurry. Even the gun that's like right up in my face is a little bit blurry. It's pretty nasty. Got a little bit of an FPS boost though, I guess. Don't know if it's worthwhile considering it makes everything look like fucking Play-Doh, but you definitely could play that way if that's what you had to do. I'm going to turn off that, and I'm going to drop the game down to very high. So kind of FPS we'd be getting to very high, without any upscaling or FSR or anything. Apparently, I'm at a CPU bottleneck, supposedly. No, well, I don't know. Maybe it's something to do with this. I don't know. But, overall, and yeah, I'm getting near 200 FPS. I don't recommend using upscaling. You definitely very well could. It's all up to you. But I don't really think there's much. I think I'm at a CPU bottleneck. No, I shouldn't be. Not sure why this is I don't know why 1080p is somehow being more demanding on my GPU. Well, apparently 700 XTX is not good at 1080p in quotes. Supposedly. Much more geared towards 4K and 1440p. But let's play the game on settings I would use. On my settings. You know. Do that. Let's put this in custom. That down 1. That down to high. Pop. Pop. Medium. High. Medium. Medium. And medium. GPU tessellation still enabled. Alright, here we are. One of those settings must be very CPU heavy considering now that I'm using 95% of my GPU and I'm getting 240 FPS. As you can see, that guy out there is extraordinarily blurry. Oof. I don't. Gross. I'm not even using FSR yet. Am I? I'm not. Oh, buddy. Yikes. I mean, all that stuff's sharp now. I mean, it's attempting to make all that stuff in the distance sharp and not all be all hazy and gross looking. Let's grab a Mosin sniper. Can't see him. I meant to hit T, my bad. There we go. But I wouldn't play this way personally. But you could play with some 1080p, mostly medium, very high. But this isn't the greatest showing, like I've said. This isn't in the new map. This is in the firing range, which appears to have some of the new graphical stuff affecting it, obviously. I overall do think that this update to DirectX 12 with direct storage makes load times bloody phenomenal. But I personally don't think the game, I think the game's a lot better. I think they need to change the UI up somewhat. But once they get the UI more mastered, I would say, it'll be a lot better. But, yeah. And fix some of the crashing issues. Like, you know, when a banish happens, you open your map and the game crashes. That's not very cool. But yeah, let's see how much FPS we can get if we just look up and aim. 450, 460, 470, 480. Okay, 480. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. But yeah. I can't recommend playing at 1080p for Hunt necessarily. But if you have to play at 1080p, these are some alright settings perhaps that might be able to get you to that locked 60 you need. I recommend locking Hunt. When you're getting a lot of like shoots up and down in game, it can mess with some certain things. They have this right here, which apparently there's a setting in here that supposedly mentions your FPS and render distance, but render distance is all cool. That's nice. Can let you tune in your settings. You can play the game at all ultra, then put all those variant settings on very low, so the thing just pop into hell or something. But yeah. This was, hold on. But I believe that's going to be the end of this video. That was the 7800X 3D and the 7900X TX on Hunt Showdown. I hope you guys were able to get some information you needed to know if you can run the game on these components. There was no worry, I don't believe. But I hope you guys have a good day, and might be another video soon. Who knows? Or I won't upload for 3 months. We'll see what's up.